the Yesnaby Division now.
Yeah,
Your
let's
one.
not bother. Let's just skip it and move on.
No, we can't do that. It was a pretty close game, though, Craig. That's a
It's one
truth
of
of
those
love.
ones, Johnny. It's just no my year this year. It's you've got Jackson coming in, getting finally turning up 46 points, and he's got Bijan who gets one carry for 3 yards and then decides he's sick. You know, and I
Yeah.
still can't win the game. I still can't win it. My defense was awful. My kicker got me a goose egg. And I've lost Musgrave again to injury. If you're saying Ford's out for a couple of weeks, I've lost Ford to injury. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's time to give up this season, and then you're running into Josh Downs, who's done absolutely sweet hee haw. You're running into Darren Waller, who's done sweet hee haw season long, till he runs
Yeah,
into
but
me, and then boom, there you go, have your
we did say a
points.
couple of weeks ago that Joshua Downs would be good because Minshew does like to throw to him, but he was so open in that. Once he got past that touchdown, it was just crazy.
Well,
But
so it's bye bye season for me. The news of the news of this division is Darlington Rams. Sammy Boy got off the mark.
off the mark, he did, and he did it well.
199 points. Great
Nearly
win.
hit the 200 points. Well
Good
done,
news for
Sam.
Sam. Bad news for me. Puts me bottom.
Does it? I never even
Yep.
checked that much.
I deserve to be bottom, Johnny. I'm 100. I've
Uh,
scored 100 points less than the next person. It's
yeah,
just
that's
not
not
been my
good.
season. But at the other end, we'll talk about the top end first because that's only fair. And Glasgow Eagles, the G Fark men,
Move up the
three
top
wins in a
after a
row now.
three-game win streak. Yeah, it's a good
3 game
win.
win streak, 231 points, second highest score of the week, and up to 6-1 now and absolutely flying.
Well, it does help having Kamara, 41 points.
Yeah, well, I bet he's got Foreman in there, popping in there. So no, he's not got Foreman in
No,
there. But Kincaid on his bench.
that'll be a good one.
He's
He's got
got
Thielen on his bench. He's got Lamb on his bench. He's got Hopkins on his bench.
yeah, quite a
Yeah,
few on bye week there. So yeah, it's all looking pretty rosy for our Graham.
definitely top of the division.
Top of the
One game
division,
lead.
the only 6-1. The
Second,
Buccaneers.
second highest scoring team. So,
Yeah, but I mean the Buccaneers have been scoring the points, and this is where the trade was made. Then, so
well, before you go that look, the Buccaneers are the highest scoring team and have conceded the most amount of teams, and you're still 5-2.
and they're still 5-2. Yeah, it's at 1,500 and nearly 1,550 points. That's crazy, isn't it?
That's just mental. That's so impressive.
So they're
But,
absolutely in two wins in a row now. And what was it? What was it? They got out the trade. They got the two players, didn't they? No,
uh,
no, they got JJ.
they got JJ, so yeah, it looks like he's going to be making the playoffs and he's going to be
Yeah,
sitting good.
JJ's. If you listen, man, if you're talking McCaffrey and JJ in the same team,
Yeah,
if they're both fit and if they're both fit for the playoffs, then yeah, Buccaneers will be a tough one to topple, I would think, with that lineup. And Aberdeen Bucks at 4-3, so they lost this week to Lee Vikings. So
although
yeah,
I
maybe
think,
needing to strengthen up with a couple of good players as opposed to just one in there.
well, he's lost Ertz to IR as well, so wish he's got Thomas can slip into tight end.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
that's pretty. I mean, it's Hertz, who it's a big fat. Who cares really in it? But
mm,
yeah, going well, and those two, bringing in Flowers as well. I really like that move because I think Flowers is going to get better and better as the season goes on, provided Lamar keeps his shit together.
yeah, was that the Aberdeen Bucks? You got them on.
Yeah, the Aberdeen Bucks. So yeah, they're sitting 4-3. I mean, they're down in 7. There are five teams in this division. 5 teams in this division that have got 5 wins and 2 losses, and there's a 6-1. So the top 6 are all 5 wins or better. And then you get
Although
the
it's,
Aberdeen Bucks at 4-3. The Yorkshire Finns, after beating me this week, despite having blooming Bejan, 3-4, and then the rest are all 1-6. There's 4 1-6s in this division. So it's very much it's opening up between top half, bottom half.
well, obviously you look at it's a really good win for Lee Vikings because they had Watson at minus 0.5, then Mason was 0 points as well,
So he did, yeah. And they
and
had
and
Williams in a
Williams
bucket and a goose egg too, and Smith Schuster
and
sitting in
Smith Schuster
the.
out. So
who wasn't playing. So yeah,
Although
Olacon.
he didn't have much on his bench to replace him. He had MBS, so that was it. So I think
I
he
just
just
don't
rolled
know how
with it.
that gets
So
to 106. Obviously it is Taylor and Brown, I guess. And then Andrews and Olacon. But yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's a crazy one. It was
it's
unlucky
a good
for
one. It's a cracking win as well. But of all the fact, he's going to need to do something there. Oh, well, he's got, I guess. Prescott's been useless as well. I think we Vikings are going to be hanging their hat on Stroud very, very soon.
well, I'd rather ring it on Stroud than Prescott to be honest, because Stroud's
So would I,
he's throwing the ball, he's doing well.
correct? As opposed to, and Watson's just. I'd be sending Watson to agency now.
Yes. And the highest scoring team of the week gave Goddam and Goats a second loss of the season.
They did, Jess. Alaskan deep
Freeze.
freeze going very, very well.
264 points. It's a bloody good score.
Yeah,
Nearly
cracking
nearly the
score.
highest score of the week.
It's
And
yeah.
they got from you've got Warren and Hutchison were the only two really scores that didn't go above the projection.
Well,
So
I mean, it's all the double digits. It's the defense that the problem lies there with Alaskan deep freeze. Imagine if they'd kind of got one of those decent defenders. Even Quay Walker. He'll be coming back in, I would imagine, next week because he'll
you'd
be
have
even
thought
fitter. It's didn't do much this week, but he's been a points machine.
yeah, he's done really good these points scoring for this division. So
But yeah, it's
but
great
yeah,
scoring
no,
from Alaskan deep freeze as well, and they've got to be kind of looking now. Sitting at 5-2, you got to be thinking, right, okay, playoffs are on. I've got a great squad here. Let's just hope they
it,
all stay fit.
it is crazy though. Between second and sixth, they're all 5-2.
Yeah, I
But
know it's nuts.
obviously, you got them in. Lee Vikings have 5 wins in a row, so they started 0-2.
So they did, yeah, 5 wins in a row, and
The
Alaskan
Alaska
Deep
Deep Freeze
Freeze now three
in a
wins
row.
in a row.
So there's
Glasgow
your
Eagles 3 wins
so
in a
yeah.
row, but it's that 5 wins in a row. But listen, Johnny, 5 wins in a row and only 1,262 points.
I know it's a bit crazy, like
So yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you beat what's in front of you, and that's all you need to do. And see when you're scoring those 175, 180, 185 points, they're the mark. That's the mark that wins games and loses games.
I know. Well, I think Arthur would have beaten him, would he not? But
Probably, yeah.
that's just the way it goes. So, but yeah, it's
But yeah,
but then
it,
obviously yours was a close game. I mean, it's only 7 points,
and it's.
seven
I mean, I've
points.
only scored 1,155 points. I've probably scored the least points in the whole entire thing. And here we go, week 8. I run into the Aberdeen Bucks after their big trade. So Pitts will be in, Flowers is in, so I've got to face the two of them, and I'm absolutely decimated with injury.
You are a bit
Montgomery's
because
out, Samuel's out. If Ford's out, then I'm screwed. If Musgrave's out, yeah, not
well,
going to
he did
work.
look he looked a bit shaken up on the sideline. I remember seeing it like so.
Yeah,
It's a concussion from Musgrove, is it? I don't know.
yeah, I think it was a concussion, but it was a pretty hard hit that he took.
Oh yeah.
And
So
the
yeah,
Glasgow
there's
Eagles, the 6-1 Glasgow Eagles are up against this 1-6 Bedford Brewskis. So they'll Graham will be looking to get his seventh win on the board.
I know. Well, there's the game of the week. Alaskan
That
Deep Freeze,
Alaskan deep freeze against the
the
newly
Buccaneers.
acquired JJ Buccaneers. He won't be playing, but it's
Yeah,
a
he has
massive
out.
game for his team.
Well, you hope his team will show up because obviously he's got ready two players, but he's outscored Alaskan Deep Freeze by nearly 1,000 points
Yeah,
so
so
far this
you've got to
season.
think,
So you
it's
got to
definitely
think
on.
if he gets the team right, has he got injuries or? Uh, well, obviously Ertz, but you won't really miss that too much.
No, you're not missing that too much. Else
Uh,
is a throwaway. I mean, I know he's done okay and he's been scoring. He is in teams, but if you've got Ertz, that's a kind of you've got a couple others on the bench, or at
well,
least one other on the bench.
he's got CJ Mosley coming back from buy, so I'm guessing he'll be in the squad.
I would
But
think so. Yeah.
actually, he's got a lot of defenders on the bench. No, that's up to him. He's got his actually his bench isn't the best, to
No,
be honest.
there's quite a lot that the bench hasn't. And see when these the bye weeks have always kicked in, but there's none this week. But when you had a bye week and when you get a week that you've got 4 or 5 on a bye, that's when you really find out just how deep your squad is, you know. But sometimes you don't need the deep squad, because see if you're sitting at 6-1 and you run in and your bench is rubbish and you've got 6 guys on a bye week, you take the loss and you move on, you know.
Oh, definitely.
And then that's your guys
It's
back
worth it
from
because
bye week.
yeah. So yeah, it should be a good game, but barring Ertz, you obviously put Dotson in, move
But yeah, I mean,
Thomas up to tight end, and put Mosley back in the field. That should probably will be good enough to probably win, to be honest. But
this division now is that the 4 teams on 1 and 6 are now fighting for who can get ninth. You know, who can get
I,
ninth and into the into Division 3. Yorkshire Finns beating me this week. The Duke, mate, the third one gives them hope. You know, he's still right in it, and Aberdeen Bucks obviously at 4 and 3 right in the hunt. But yeah, there's a big gap here. There's 8 teams left really in it. But
so
so there's going to be a lot of big games coming up. You know.
the big question is, can Sam build on it about the second one? He does have Brees
Well,
Hall
but,
coming
you
back
know,
up.
he's got, of all the games he could have got, the teams in 5 and 2. He's got the best one. He's got the lowest scoring one. You know, so every
Uh,
chance. And
and obviously,
you
he'll
know,
get Brees Hall back from the bye week, so he is basically the number one runner. Oh, we've got a comment.
Godalming Goats dropping down. You know, losing again and being at 5 and 2. That's a
Oh,
massive.
check the screen, Craig. That's a low one, Derek.
He should do. He should do. I'm telling you. But
Brilliant.
that just for that, I'm not going to finish last. I tell you. But yeah, the
He's
Godalming
got
Goats sitting at 5 and 2 now. You know, they need playing the Yorkshire Finns. Massive game for the Yorkshire Finns. If they can get that one, they'll get back to 4 and 4. Get
definitely.
back in a hunt. So that's a big one to look out for. But yeah, definitely game of the weekend here is the Buccaneers against Alaskan Deep Freeze.